habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold it.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Patterson on the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
By number 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Bears
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. His throw caught at about the 5. A really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the
point after is good, and we are tied at 7.
Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there on third down.
Chicago Bears.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Patterson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brought down by Khalil.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Barkley, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky, he's going to float this. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Bears 21, Giants 13. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing, Jones. And got his man, complete.
Jones.
Give him 32 on the play.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Giant ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. They'll run with Barkley. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ball carrier, Eric Reed on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
His kick is.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bears 21, Giants 20.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Caught out out left side by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the 1st half as the Bears push further out in front. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Jones. And Tate's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
a 28-yard
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Again to Barkley out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch in a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Ballantyne to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Catch made by Slayton. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Montgomery on the counter. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good. But at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Bears 40.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. They'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.